Alright boys, in this video I'm going to be giving you the best tips in Soccer Manager 2022. But before we jump straight into the video, make sure you smash a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and do not forget to turn that notification bell on to never miss any of my videos. But let's get straight into this. So the first tip we're going to be taking a look at is signing players with 12 months or less on their contract. You'll be able to sign players far cheaper than their actual value that have 12 months or less on their contract. So I recommend taking a look at the list of players that have less than 12 months on their contract, because you never know, you might find a world-class player that does not want to sign that new contract. Moving on to tip number 2, and that is upgrade your facilities. Now you should upgrade all your facilities, although I recommend upgrading your training ground, youth academy and club zone facilities before upgrading your scouting network facility, because I find these 3 facilities slightly more important than the scouting network facility. I also recommend upgrading your stadium, as this will improve financial income, and by upgrading your stadium this will also prevent any financial strain. Tip number 3, player communication. Now, communicating with your players is important, as this helps them receive assurance, and by communicating with your players this can either improve or drop their morale, and most of the time you're going to want to improve their morale, and player communication is one of the best methods of improving your players' morale, and you can communicate with your players by checking your inbox to see if you've received any messages from them. Moving on to tip number 4, check the free agent list. Now, the free agent list is full of gems that have the potential of a fairy on drugs, really, and you never know, you might be lucky and find some world-class players that are free agents, and signing free agents is a cheap, ideal way of improving your squad. Taking a look at tip number 5, use good tactics. Now, the use of good tactics ensures good team performances, which allows you to achieve success by winning trophies, which is every manager's dream. Now, I posted a tactics video a few days ago, you guys can go check it out, the link will be in the description below to that. Now, by using those tactics, I can assure you that you will achieve success as a manager and you will win tons of trophies. Moving on to tip number 6, loan out reserve players. Now, most clubs have a reserve team, players that aren't part of the first team. These players are usually backup players. Now, I recommend loaning them out, as this really helps improve them, and not only that, you won't have to pay their wages and you won't have to worry about their morale dropping. Tip number 7, keep track of your objectives. I feel like people don't think objectives are important, but objectives gives you a pathway to short and long-term goals. By completing your objectives, you gain board and fan confidence, which allows you to remain in your job for a longer period of time. Moving on to tip number 8, start players with good chemistry. Players with good chemistry tend to perform well with the team, and by starting players with good chemistry, this helps improve your team's overall chemistry, and team chemistry is key for your team's match day performance. The second last tip, tip number 9, make use of your boosts. Boosts are extremely useful, as they can be used to boost morale, fitness, team chemistry and suspensions. They can be used in situations where your player's morale is low, where your player's fitness is low, if your player's chemistry is low, and even if your player's picked up a suspension of some sort. Boosts can be really handy in these situations, so don't forget about them. And last but not least, tip number 10, upgrade your manager attributes. Now, I recommend upgrading your manager attributes, as this really improves various areas of you as a manager. Now, every time you level up, you receive manager traits, and in your manager profile you can assign those manager traits to specific attributes that you want to upgrade.